Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Hilaal Live. Thanks for watching us on channel 347, also on DSTV, and also on our live stream, www.hilal.tv. All too often, we feature wonderful organizations that are just going beyond to do amazing work in and around our beautiful city and country as well. One such organization is Earthchild Project, and to chat a bit more to us about the great work they do is Operations Manager at Earthchild Project, Sister Saida Phila Sopazi. Assalamu alaikum, welcome.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Shukran so much for having us.
My absolute pleasure, and I've heard wonderful things about your organization. I thought let's invite you guys into studio and share the wonderful work that you do with our audience as well. So for those that don't know too much about Earthchild Project, tell us a bit more.
We're a non-profit organization, and we were founded in 2007.
Okay.
We started with just 2 staff members in one school, and we've grown now to 17 staff members operating in 8 schools.
Wow, amazing. Yeah. Okay. And what was the need for you to start this project? I mean, what did you see? What did you identify the need out there?
So the ladies that founded this project were incredibly passionate about youth development, about the communities, in particular the community of Khayelitsha, which is where this organization started, the environment, and teaching young people to care for themselves and care for the earth and care for their community.
Nice.
And, you know, looking at this community of Khayelitsha and how under-resourced it was, how not green it was, they really had a passion to change the community and bring some greenery into these children's lives and expose them to environments that they've never been exposed to before.
Exposed to, I would imagine. Yeah. So what are some of the projects that you do within the Khayelitsha area?
So our programs are mainly focused on self-awareness, on health, and on the environment. Our flagship program is called the Living Classrooms program, and we work with children in the foundation phase, your littlies from grade R to grade 4, teaching them worm farming, teaching them breath work, teaching them stretching exercises, gentle movement. That is where we engage quite a large bulk of our kids. We also have eco clubs that we run, teaching our children about the environment, about recycling. We take children out of the communities to hiking trails as well. We take our children on camps. And we also work with the teachers of these schools that we are based in.
Because I suppose once you leave, you know, that work needs to continue and, you know, rebuild in the school environment as well. Have you seen a difference from the first time you go into a school or work with that child until maybe a couple of weeks later?
Incredible difference, incredible difference. I mean, the first thing that immediately jumps to mind is some of our staff members were participants. So when we started about 17 years ago, they were about 10 years old, and now they're adults giving back to the very schools that they came from. So we've developed these young people to become ambassadors, to become examples to the kids in their communities. But some of the other impacts and changes that we've made in these children's lives is teaching them knowledge about themselves, teaching them how to manage their emotions, regulate their emotions, to take care of the earth, of plants, learning how to grow food gardens. We've made an impact on the schools as well, establishing some food gardens on the school premises as well. And we've built classrooms on the school premises where we can have more impactful work and provide kind of like a special space where the kids can come in, be calm, and be exposed to the work that we do.
I suppose with everything going on in the world right now and the pressures that our kiddos are going through, this must be so welcomed for them just to retreat away from normal life and experience something different.
Yes, I mean, these communities, both of them, are quite violent, and children from a young age, unfortunately, are exposed to these things. So when they come into our space, they feel a sense of calm, a sense of safety, which is incredibly important to instill in these kids, even if they don't necessarily have it outside of the space, that they have a place where they feel, I can be myself, I can be a child, I can belong. So it is quite a special space and important. Yes.
Well done. I think congratulations to all around who's contributed to this, because it's definitely more of this that we need in our scholastic environment, in our communities as well. And there was a very special primary school recently that you guys celebrated an achievement. Tell us about that.
Yes. At Ntwasahlobo Primary School in Khayelitsha, we recently launched a food garden. Very exciting. It's a 260 square meter garden. We partnered with an organization called Urban Harvest, who are incredibly knowledgeable. Their expertise is building food gardens in the cities. And yeah, we planted on the 16th of April it was, where we finally planted vegetables, fruits to grow in the school environment.
Wow. Do they now use those fruits to, in the school environment? Do they take it home? How does it work?
So we have a garden that we established at Lavender Primary School, and what they do there is the vegetables produced there go straight into the school's feeding scheme and feeds 1,000 children a day.
Wow.
So it is incredibly impactful and important to have these, and we're hoping the same to happen at Ntwasahlobo Primary School as well.
Okay. You also work in the Lavender Hill area, where we know there are quite a few challenges in that area as well. What type of difference are you making in that area?
So our programs at both of these areas are exactly the same. We're also working with the children in these schools. We've got 4 schools where we are based there. We've also built classrooms there, and as I said, this garden that we've built at Lavender Primary School has been incredible over the last few years since it was launched. At this particular garden, not only is vegetables being planted there, but the children can also sit in the space. I mean, it's an outdoor space. It's got 20 garden beds. It's got a beautiful pergola that they can go and sit. So when they're learning about the environment, or they're learning about plants, they actually sit in the environment. That the theory that they've been learning about, they can actually experience it practically.
Gotcha.
So they participate in the planting. Also, our teachers are able to sit in that space.
Nice.
So during lunch breaks,
they go through a lot as well.
They absolutely. I mean,
at this point, I want you to build a garden outside our office as well. So I'm listening to this, and it sounds absolutely amazing. How do the community, the kids, the teachers, how do they benefit from all the wonderful work you do? In your opinion, what are some of the results and that you've seen?
So at the end of last year, we did a survey with our teachers. We have about 100 teachers that are part of the Living Classrooms program, asking them what is the difference that they see in the children that participate in these programs. And they reported about a 70 to 80% positive result that they see in these children.
Nice.
After we've been in there, their children are much more calmer. Their children know how to regulate their own emotions. I mean, with a whole lot of shooting that's happening, especially in Lavender Hill, it's incredibly important that children know what to do when they feel scared. Breath work, calmness, looking at their peers. So, yeah, those are some of the impacts that we've made with in those communities.
Right. What's in store for Earthchild Project? Are you willing to expand? I mean, people watching this interview, I'm sure would like to know more, would like to get involved. How do people get hold of you, and how can they assist and benefit at the same time?
So we have a website, earthchildproject.org, that people can visit. And there's many ways that people can get involved. Either they can volunteer with us if they have skills that they'd like to lend. They could also become monthly donors.
Nice.
We're always looking for more funding to grow and have greater impact. There's a button on our page that says donate. If you could just click on that, they could, when they click on that, they can either become once-off donors or monthly donors. I mean, it's up to them. Yeah.
Nice. An organization like this obviously needs the funds to contribute, to make an impact in our communities as well. So people watching this interview could definitely contribute. And do you have certain brands, partners that are with you at the moment? I know you mentioned the one that came on board. Are there other partners that you have?
Yes. One of our long-standing partners is True Earths.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard of Earthchild brand. People might know about that. They've been our supporters for many years. Although True Earths and Earthchild Project are separate, they've assisted in us building and launching a classroom in the Lavender Hill community. Another brand ambassador that we actually have is a lady by the name of Lesley Ann Brand. She's an actress, and she's based in Hollywood, but she's from the local community here, actually in Athlone.
Wait, she acted in one of those series, right? Yeah,
A
I think
television
so.
series,
I
yes.
think
yes.
I know
Quite-
exactly who it
quite-
is.
yeah.
Wonderful. I think that's always, ambassadors carry your brand, but at the same time, they give back to the community that they come from as well. How do people get hold of you? Your website? Are you on other good social media platforms?
Yes, we're quite prolific on social media. They can find us on Instagram, they can find us on LinkedIn, they can find us on Facebook. You can send a message, you can email us also. Mandy at earthchildproject.org is the lady that you can speak to. There are many ways of getting involved, and if you just want to find out about what we do, you're more than welcome to reach out to us.
And Saida, it's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you. Thank you for all the wonderful work that you do in our communities. We definitely need more organizations like yourself, more people like yourselves, to just transform our community and take their minds away from some of the challenges that they're currently going through. All the very best, and we look forward to chatting to you soon, inshallah.
Thank you so much.
Afwan. There we go, Earthchild Projects. Go and check them out on all the good social media platforms and see how you can assist and be part of this wonderful organization. After the break, we continue with Hilaal Live.